Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Already Overbooked. I'm going to be very honest with all of you. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. I usually have a list of names of books ready to go. I think this video I'm doing my. Yes, we're doing our November TBR. That's what we're doing. What books I plan on getting to in November. Looks like I have 7 books. 7 books. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're going through 7 books. So let's just we'll just jump in to what we plan on getting through. So yeah, the first one I'm getting to in November is a buddy read with Josh from the Reformed Reader. We are going to be reading Ordinary Grace. You see that? Ordinary Grace by William Kent Krueger. And what I heard about this book, it's a nostalgic summer of like 1961. Yeah, of 1961. It's about young boy's life is appended by a series of like tragic deaths that force him into a world of adult secrets and sorrow. And looking back to his life decades later, he just goes through and starts recounting the coming of age journey that went through and shaped his life, that was based off of loss, truth, and that quiet strength of grace. So I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book. And yeah, we're going to have a really good time going through and discussing this. I think this is going to be right up Josh and I's alley. If you're not familiar with Josh from the Reformed Reader, I have all of his information below. He's fantastic, awesome person. And yeah, I don't know whose channel we're going to be discussing this on. Again, I'm not as prepared as what I should be for this video. But we're going to be talking about this sometime in December. So I'll have more than enough time and updates. If you've read Ordinary Grace, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this. If you haven't, you want to join us on this buddy read to discuss it with us in December, jump on in. You know, it's pretty quick. Should be a pretty quick read. It's less than 300 pages. So yeah, jump into Ordinary Grace by William Kent Krueger. All right. The next book that I'm going to go through and read is a book that I received from the author, who is fantastic, and Alex Guerre. Breaking. I went through and mentioned this book before when I went through and received it. It's a cool looking book. Has a lot of cool maps and stuff inside here, and I think I went through and talked about it during previous videos. And yeah, really cool setup within this book. So super cool. Let me tell you a little bit about what this one's about. So Soulbound's forces begin to fail in this world. It's really being tethered on collapse. It's getting ready to go through and fall down. It's about to be some crazy things about to happen. And it's about 3 companions who go through and venture into the unknown to confront this unstoppable power and the unraveling of what is sacred within this world. I was told this is very epic. There's a lot of cool magic systems within this story. So super excited to go through and check it out. So Breaking by the great J. Alex Guerre. The next few that I'm going to be going through and getting through, they're all ebooks. So I'm just going to toss the pictures of the books up here. The first one is Scarlet Jewel by E.L. Lyons. This is about a city where we have hybrids are owned and trained to go through and kill. And we have one defiant warrior who's going to go through and risk everything to protect her brother. And as power games start to unfold and secrets start to get unraveled, no one escapes the Starlight Company's grasp on them. So this one, I've heard a lot of great things, and I'm going to be going through and having EL on the channel in the coming weeks. So super excited to jump into this. I've heard, again, nothing but amazing things by multiple people who I respect their thoughts on books. We usually agree on like 99% of the books we go through and read. So I'm super excited to jump into this one. I'm expecting it to be fantastic. The next one is by the great Tim McKay. I mentioned this during, I think, like 2 weeks ago. I received an advanced reader copy, so I'm going to go through and jump into this one. This is the Father of Shadow and Death. And this one is about a city of exile and splendor. There is a hidden truth that it is awakened. There is a fallen god that starts going through and stirring things up in this ancient ancestral land. And darkness starts spreading and monsters start to rise. And then there's a one man who's trying to go through and save their people from this God's divine vengeance, and has a lot of betrayal within this story. So super excited to jump into another fantastic story by the great Tim McKay. I'll have all the link to Tim's stuff in the description below. Go through and check out Tim. He's a fantastic author. Huge fan. The next one was another gift that I received from the author, and this one is Artifacts and Enigmas by Darren Hadsaw. And this one is about a shattered city ruled by ancient secrets, and two brilliant investigators start unraveling this deadly mysteries tied to lost technology. And strange murders start to occur, and artifacts are driven horrors start to unfold, and these individual investigators' partnership is tested against forces really beyond reasoning, and old enemies are waiting in the shadows to go through and go against these two investigators. It sounds a lot of fun, and again, the main two characters on this cover, whatever side I put it on, in editing, looks like the guys from Breaking Bad, and I just cannot stop seeing it. So yeah, I'm going to go through and be reading the Breaking Bad investigator story, so super excited. The next one is by the great Andrew Johnston. This is Scorched Hunter, and this one is about after a violent attack and rising threats of dictatorship, a reluctant hero is forced into the political arena to save her homeland from tyranny. She must survive different kind of assassination attempts and win a decisive tournament. So super excited to jump into this one. This one is based in a world that Andrew's already created, but this is a standalone. So this is the first book that I'm going to be reading of Andrew's, and if I do enjoy it as much as I'm thinking I'm going to, because I've heard a lot of great things about Andrew's writing, I'm going to definitely jump into the rest of his works and the different universes he has, because I think he has like another universe he's working on, but I know there's more books within this series. So super excited to go through and jump into Scorched Hunter. The last one is by the man, the myth, the legend himself, F. Paul Wilson. And I'm jumping into Black Winds. And this one is about 4 lives are collided into a struggle between loyalty and love. We have 2 brothers divided by duty, a woman caught between them, an American haunted by betrayal, and honor clashes with desire, and each must face the consequences of choices that bind them across cultures and time. And this one falls into the same universe that I've been reading from F. Paul Wilson, so I'm really curious on how this one's going to align with the rest of the series that I'm going through and reading. Based on the reviews that I've seen for this one, mostly written reviews, they've stated this is one of his best written works. So I'm super excited to jump into F. Paul Wilson's Black Wind. So that's all that I'm going to be going through and reading. Again, I'm going to have all the information in the description below of all the authors, their books, so you can go through and check out everything yourself. Join me in reading some of these if you're looking to jump into an awesome buddy read. Again, Josh and I will be going through and reading Ordinary Grace or any of these other ones. If you're interested in jumping and reading any of these with me, let me know down in the description below, and we'll go through and read these together. It'll be a lot of fun. If you're reading any other amazing stories in the month of November, let me know. I'm always looking to add some amazing stories to my reading list. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You know what to do. Till I see you in the next one. Stay overbooked.